Across Earth's diverse landscapes, a single, unifying drive orchestrates life's most intricate dances: reproduction. For every species, the continuation of its lineage is paramount, pushing evolution to craft strategies that are often as bizarre as they are brilliant. From the darkest ocean abysses to the sun-drenched savannas, animals engage in mating rituals that defy conventional understanding, each a testament to the relentless pressure to pass on genetic material. These aren't just spectacles, they are highly evolved solutions to profound ecological challenges, honed over millennia. We journey now into this fascinating world. What drives these incredible displays? At their core, these rituals are driven by fundamental biological principles: survival, competition, and genetic propagation. Every elaborate dance, every risky gamble, every seemingly self-sacrificing act serves a specific purpose within a species' ecological niche. Whether it's signaling superior genetics, ensuring sperm transfer in challenging environments, or optimizing nutrient allocation for offspring, these behaviors are finely tuned instruments of natural selection. Understanding them reveals the profound ingenuity embedded in the fabric of life itself. Our exploration takes us beyond the familiar, into realms where biology writes its own rules. We'll encounter 10 species whose mating strategies challenge our perceptions, revealing the extraordinary lengths to which life will go to persist. Each story offers a window into the intricate interplay between environment, genetics, and behavior, demonstrating how evolution crafts unique pathways to reproductive success. Prepare to be amazed by the sheer diversity and complexity of nature's most intimate acts as we unveil the science behind these truly strange courtship rituals. Deep within the perpetual twilight of the abyssal zone, where mates are scarce and encounters are rare, lives the anglerfish. Here, traditional courtship is a luxury this species cannot afford. Instead, they've evolved one of the most extreme forms of sexual parasitism known to science. The male, often thousands of times smaller than the female, searches tirelessly for a mate. Once found, his fate is sealed, and his dedication to reproduction takes a truly astonishing turn, highlighting the extraordinary pressures of his environment. Upon locating a female, the diminutive male anglerfish bites firmly into her body, often on her belly or flank. What follows is a biological fusion unlike almost any other. Over days or weeks, his mouth and her skin begin to merge, their tissues and even their circulatory systems intertwine. His eyes atrophy, his fins disappear, and his internal organs degenerate, save for his testes. He effectively becomes a permanent, living appendage, a sperm-producing organ existing solely to fertilize the female's eggs when she is ready. This ensures reproductive success in an unforgiving habitat. The science behind this radical strategy is clear: in the vast, nutrient-poor, and sparsely populated deep ocean, finding a mate is a monumental challenge. If an anglerfish male finds a female, letting her go is not an option. Sexual parasitism guarantees a mate for life, ensuring that when the female is physiologically ready to spawn, she has a ready supply of sperm. This extreme adaptation maximizes reproductive efficiency in an environment where reproductive opportunities are extraordinarily rare, offering a profound insight into deep-sea evolution. In the chilly realms of Manitoba, Canada, a truly astonishing spectacle unfolds each spring. Red-sided garter snakes emerge from hibernation en masse, and almost immediately, their focus shifts to reproduction. What ensues is known as a mating ball, a writhing, pulsating cluster of hundreds of males vigorously vying for the attention of a single female. This explosive courtship ritual is a direct result of their synchronized emergence and the urgent need to reproduce before the short season ends, creating a chaotic yet highly organized battle for procreation. The intense competition in these mating balls is primarily driven by pheromones. As females emerge from their dens, they release powerful sex pheromones that act as an irresistible beacon for males. These chemical signals communicate their reproductive readiness, drawing in scores of suitors. Males compete fiercely, attempting to align themselves for copulation, often forming dense layers around the chosen female. This chemical communication is critical for reproduction in a species that spends much of its life underground, providing an efficient way to find mates. Adding another layer of intrigue, some male garter snakes employ a fascinating deceptive strategy: they mimic females. These she-males produce female pheromones, attracting other males and diverting their attention. The science suggests this mimicry offers several advantages. Firstly, it allows them to gain access to the warmer center of the mating ball, which can be crucial after hibernation. Secondly, by distracting rivals, they might improve their own chances of finding a receptive female. This clever tactic highlights the complex evolutionary arms race inherent in reproduction. Ultimately, the garter snake's mating ball phenomenon is a powerful testament to the drive for reproductive success in challenging conditions. The sheer numbers involved, the potent pheromone signals, and even the deceptive tactics of the she-males all serve to maximize the chances of successful fertilization within a narrow time window. It's a high-stakes, high-energy event where every individual is locked in a desperate genetic lottery, ensuring the continuation of their species against the backdrop of a harsh, unforgiving environment. Across the open sagebrush plains of North America, the sage grouse performs one of nature's most iconic courtship rituals, lekking. During spring, males gather at communal display grounds called leks, where they engage in elaborate, competitive performances to attract females. These arenas are not feeding grounds or nesting sites; their sole purpose is to facilitate female choice. Each male fiercely defends a small territory within the lek, and the energy and precision of their displays are under intense scrutiny from discerning females. The sage grouse male's display is a multisensory spectacle. He fans his spiky tail feathers, inflates two large, yellowish air sacs on his chest, and then rapidly deflates them, producing a distinctive booming sound. This booming is amplified across the lek, signaling his presence and vigor. The sacs, devoid of feathers, expose bright skin, drawing further attention. Females observe these performances closely, evaluating the male's health, strength, and genetic quality through the intensity and rhythm of their displays. It's an honest signal of fitness. The lek system is a prime example of sexual selection at its most intense. A small percentage of dominant males, often those with the most vigorous and visually striking displays, achieve the vast majority of matings. Females choose these males, ensuring their offspring inherit genes for strong displays and good health. This intense competition drives the evolution of ever more elaborate and energetically costly rituals, refining the species' genetic pool over generations. The sage grouse's dance is an ancient, vital act of selection. On the sun-drenched coasts of the Galapagos Islands, the blue-footed booby showcases a mating ritual that is both charming and scientifically profound. The male's key to attracting a mate lies not in song or elaborate structures, but in the vibrant color of his feet. During courtship, the male performs a comical, high-stepping dance, raising his striking blue feet one by one, conspicuously displaying them to the female. This seemingly simple gesture carries a complex message about his health and suitability as a partner. The intensity of the blue color in a booby's feet is a direct indicator of its health and nutritional status. The pigment responsible for this striking hue comes from carotenoids, which the birds acquire through their diet, primarily fresh fish. A male with brighter, more vivid blue feet is signaling that he is an efficient hunter, has a strong immune system, and is free from parasites. Females, therefore, are selecting for males that can provide good genes and are likely to contribute to healthy offspring, making the blue feet an honest signal of quality. This ritual ensures that only the fittest males pass on their genes. A male with duller, paler feet might be struggling to find food or battling illness, making him a less desirable mate. The female's meticulous selection based on foot coloration is a crucial evolutionary strategy, allowing her to invest her reproductive effort in partners who offer the best chance for successful progeny. It's a clear example of how simple, visually striking traits can convey complex biological information in the intricate dance of natural selection. The praying mantis is a formidable predator, but its mating ritual introduces a dark twist: sexual cannibalism. In many species, the female will devour the male during or immediately after copulation. This often begins with her biting off his head, a chilling act that seems counterproductive to reproduction. Yet, from an evolutionary perspective, this brutal act offers significant benefits to the female and, surprisingly, can even enhance the male's reproductive success, albeit at the ultimate cost to his own life. The primary scientific explanation for sexual cannibalism in mantises is nutrient provision. By consuming the male, the female gains a substantial meal rich in proteins and other vital nutrients. These resources are directly allocated to egg production, leading to larger, healthier clutches of offspring. Studies have shown that females who consume their mates lay more eggs, and these eggs often have a higher survival rate. Thus, the male effectively becomes a living dowry, ensuring the robust development of his progeny. Intriguingly, the male's sacrifice can also directly aid sperm transfer. A male mantis's central nervous system, which controls movement, is located in his head. When the female bites it off, the ganglia in his abdomen, responsible for copulatory movements, continue to function. This means that even after decapitation, the male's body can continue to mate, sometimes even more vigorously, ensuring more efficient sperm delivery. It's a brutal yet effective evolutionary workaround, maximizing the chances of successful fertilization despite the male's demise. While tragic for the individual male, sexual cannibalism is a highly successful reproductive strategy for the species. His genes are passed on in a larger, healthier brood, securing his genetic legacy. This ultimate act of self-sacrifice highlights the ruthless efficiency of natural selection, where the individual's survival is secondary to the propagation of the species. The mantis's deadly embrace is a stark reminder of the uncompromising imperatives of evolutionary success. In the rainforests of eastern Australia, the male satin bowerbird is not just a suitor, he is an architect and an artist. Unlike a nest, which is built for eggs, the bower he constructs is purely a stage for courtship. These elaborate structures, crafted from twigs, stand several feet high and are meticulously decorated with carefully selected objects. The male's ability to build and maintain such a sophisticated structure is a direct indicator of his intelligence, health, and resourcefulness, signaling his quality to discerning females. What truly sets the satin bowerbird's bower apart is its striking decoration. Males have a profound preference for blue objects, collecting everything from blueberries and flowers to discarded human items like bottle caps and plastic fragments. These blue treasures are strategically placed around the bower, creating a vibrant, eye-catching display. The number and quality of these decorations, along with the bower's structural integrity, allow the female to assess the male's aesthetic sense, foraging ability, and overall fitness without direct physical interaction. Beyond construction and decoration, the male performs an elaborate dance and vocalization routine within and around his bower. He might even create optical illusions by arranging objects to make himself appear larger or closer. The female critically evaluates every aspect of this performance: the bower's tidiness, the male's dance moves, and his vocal repertoire. Her choice is based on a holistic assessment of his cognitive abilities, resource acquisition skills, and physical prowess, which are all indirectly communicated through this complex display. The satin bowerbird's ritual underscores the fascinating role of artistic expression and complex cognitive traits in sexual selection. Females are not just seeking strength, they are seeking intelligence, creativity, and dedication. This highly evolved courtship strategy drives males to invest immense energy and time into their artistic endeavors, demonstrating that beauty and ingenuity can be powerful drivers of evolutionary success. It's a remarkable example of nature's varied approaches to the fundamental goal of reproduction. Beneath the ocean's surface, marine flatworms engage in one of the most bizarre and aggressive mating rituals: penis fencing. These fascinating creatures are hermaphrodites, meaning each individual possesses both male and female reproductive organs. While having both sets of organs might seem convenient, there's a significant catch: carrying and nourishing eggs is energetically costly. This creates a fierce competition, where neither individual wants to bear the burden of motherhood, leading to a literal duel for reproductive roles. When two marine flatworms meet, they unfold their two sharp, dagger-like penises, which are often covered in spines. The goal of penis fencing is to hypodermically inject sperm into the partner's skin, thereby impregnating them and forcing them into the female role. Both individuals joust and parry, attempting to stab the other while simultaneously avoiding being stabbed themselves. The duel can last for hours, a frantic dance of evasion and attack, all to avoid the considerable metabolic cost of gestation. The science behind this aggressive courtship is rooted in the unequal costs of reproduction. Producing eggs and carrying offspring demands immense energy and resources from the parent, making it the more expensive role. By successfully impregnating another flatworm, an individual can act solely as a male, contributing genetic material without incurring the heavy metabolic load of egg production and parental care. The loser of the fencing match is forced to take on the female role, showcasing a stark example of sexual conflict and the lengths organisms will go to minimize reproductive investment. Deep within the dense rainforests of Southeast Asia, the Argus pheasant performs one of the most visually stunning and intricate courtship displays in the avian world. The male is a solitary artist, meticulously clearing a patch of forest floor to create his court. This arena is where he will showcase his magnificent plumage, particularly his enormous secondary wing feathers, which are adorned with hundreds of iridescent, eye-like spots, or ocelli. His ritual is a masterpiece of visual artistry, designed to captivate and convince a female of his genetic superiority. When a female approaches, the male Argus pheasant fully unfurls his secondary wing feathers, transforming himself into a giant, shimmering fan that obscures his body. The hundreds of ocelli on these feathers create an astonishing three-dimensional effect, resembling velvet spheres. He then moves his head to align perfectly with the thighs on his feathers, enhancing the illusion. This complex visual trickery, combined with his unique low-frequency calls, is a potent signal of his genetic quality, demonstrating his ability to grow and maintain such an elaborate, costly display. The extraordinary length and complexity of the Argus pheasant's feathers are energetically expensive to produce and maintain, making them honest signals of his health, vigor, and lack of parasites. A male who can grow and proudly display such magnificent plumage despite environmental challenges is clearly a prime genetic candidate. Females meticulously inspect these displays, choosing mates whose artistry and physiological condition promise the best chances for strong, healthy offspring, driving the evolution of this living artwork over countless generations. Another denizen of the deep-sea squid, specifically *Teningia danae*, employs a reproductive strategy as chilling as its environment. In the vast, dark, and cold expanse of the ocean's depths, mating opportunities are rare and fleeting. To ensure successful reproduction, the male has evolved a brutally efficient method of sperm transfer known as hypodermic impregnation. This direct, forceful approach bypasses traditional courtship and emphasizes sheer survival and reproductive certainty in an unforgiving world. Instead of a gentle embrace, the male *Teningia danae* uses one of his arms, modified with sharp, barbed hooks, to literally stab the female's body. He then forcefully injects spermatophores, packets of sperm, directly into her tissues. This aggressive method ensures that the sperm is delivered directly into the female's bloodstream or reproductive tract, maximizing the chances of fertilization. It's a stark adaptation to an environment where energy is scarce and every reproductive act must be as effective and rapid as possible, leaving no room for error. The reason for such a violent approach lies in the ecological pressures of the deep sea. Low population densities mean that encounters are rare, so when they occur, successful impregnation is critical. The hypodermic method ensures that sperm transfer is quick, direct, and unlikely to fail, even in a dark, cold, and high-pressure environment. It bypasses any need for elaborate courtship, saving precious energy and guaranteeing that reproductive opportunity is not squandered. This is evolution optimizing for efficiency and certainty in extreme conditions. Barnacles are curious creatures, known for their sessile lifestyle, firmly cemented to rocks or ship hulls. While this fixed existence offers protection, it presents a monumental challenge for reproduction. How do you find a mate when you can't move? The solution evolved by barnacles is perhaps one of the most astonishing adaptations in the animal kingdom. They developed the longest penis relative to body size of any creature on Earth. This remarkable organ is their key to overcoming immobility and ensuring genetic diversity. This extraordinary appendage can extend up to 8 times the barnacle's body length, sweeping out in a wide arc to locate and fertilize neighboring barnacles. Like flatworms, barnacles are hermaphrodites, meaning each individual possesses both male and female organs. However, they typically cross-fertilize to maintain genetic diversity. The exceptionally long, flexible penis acts as a search probe, delivering sperm to nearby partners despite their inability to move, turning a potentially isolating lifestyle into a communal reproductive opportunity. The science here is elegantly simple. When you're literally glued in place, overcoming distance for reproduction requires extreme measures. The barnacle's supersized penis is a direct evolutionary answer to this problem, enabling it to reach sufficient distances for outcrossing and avoiding self-fertilization, which can reduce genetic fitness. This adaptation ensures that even the most immobile creatures can find a way to mingle their genes, providing a powerful example of how life innovates to bypass environmental limitations and secure its future. Our journey through the world of bizarre animal mating rituals reveals an astonishing truth: life is relentlessly innovative. From the deep-sea anglerfish fusing for life to the barnacle's improbable reach, each strategy is a testament to the power of natural selection. These rituals are not just curious quirks, they are finely honed evolutionary masterpieces, perfectly adapted to their specific ecological challenges. They underscore the creativity and resilience of nature, reminding us that there is always more to learn from the intricate dance of life. What may appear strange or even grotesque through a human lens is, in the animal kingdom, a logical and often optimal solution to the fundamental problem of reproduction. These behaviors highlight how different species navigate the pressures of finding a mate, ensuring genetic diversity, and maximizing offspring survival. They are stories of ingenuity, sacrifice, and fierce competition, painted across the canvas of our planet. Every peculiar ritual is a success story, allowing species to thrive against incredible odds. As we conclude our exploration, we are left with a deeper appreciation for the sheer diversity of life and the elegant science that underpins it. These strange mating rituals serve as powerful reminders of the intricate connections between environment, biology, and behavior. They invite us to look closer, to question our assumptions, and to marvel at the boundless creativity of evolution. Nature's bizarre ballet is a continuous performance, inviting endless discovery. Thank you for joining us on this extraordinary journey.